evening and welcome to the WPA Predator Team World Championships 2023 from the Convention Centre here in San Juan, Puerto Rico. Our first match is between defending champions Philippines and Team USA. It's still 10 ball, it's a cool shot, and we'll explain the format that's on your screens as we go along, describing the action with me in the booth. He's Jim White. Good evening, Jim.
I know I look calm, Mark, but I'm really pumped for this.
Well, this
really
is
psyched up.
Such a great event. I remember it from Austria last year. So there you can see the format on your screens, ladies and gentlemen. First set, women's singles against each other, of course, and then the men's singles, and then mixed doubles, men and the women together, and then it's the team's pick for the next singles, and then if it goes all square, we will go to a shootout where every single player will play in turn, and you can hear some applause already from the other team, from the other table. We have Puerto Rico versus Spain on the other. That's on the other YouTube channel. Looking forward to this. Handshakes all around. Defending champions, although the Philippines have got a slightly different team this year. No Johan Chua. He's replaced by, well, what a substitution. Roland Garcia, of course. Slight change as well, Jim, this year. Both teams were allowed to have an extra reserve female. Philippines went with Jessica Centino, the current world 10 ball women's champion. And there's a previous world champion there, sat with the cue in her hand, Rubelin. Won it back in 2009 and 2013 from memory. And on the American side, April Larson. Wasn't the first pick. I believe it was Caroline Powell who was American #1, but she was on holiday, Jim, on another island somewhere. So April Larson got the nod, and Shane Van Bonen, of course, and Tyler Steyer.
Yeah, kind of funny watching Rubelin. She's looking at the cue wondering, well, this looks like mine, but they all look the same. Everyone using every one of those cues over there. I don't know if they're break cues or possible jump cues to be broken down, but they're all composite and they all look the same.
Yeah, the only one not using carbon fibre is Carlo Biardo. He's still a wood. He's traditionalist. Plays with a Predator 314, I believe. Good break. And look at this, Jim. One ball is on as well.
Yeah, this is a great break, Mark. Problem may be the 3. Yeah, she's got to make sure she grabs the right cue.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Rubelin's using. Yeah, of course she is. I believe she's using a Z shaft. Rings a bell for some reason. Could be wrong. It's been known before.
Oh, she's got to get above that 8, and she's done it. And now the problem, the 3 ball. And it's going to be really tricky to try and get position if she attacks this 2.
Do you consider the safety here on the 2? Send the 2 round the angles and hold the cue ball behind the 8, maybe, Jim?
For sure, that's an option, Mark.
And she attacked it. A little bit rushed, I thought, that one, Jim.
Yeah, she stroked that quick, and we'll be talking about it throughout these team event matches, and pressure is paramount, I promise you, unless you've represented your country in a team event. You can see Shane just
I'm not sure this is legal, is it?
Well, I've got a feeling if it's not.
Only in Scotch doubles I thought you can help out. Really? I've never seen this before.
Yeah, well, I know one thing. Do you think she minds getting advice from Shane?
No. Perhaps it's a new rule, Jim.
Oh, she's just caught the 3 a little thick. The 2 is poking out. And open communication, we've just been told, is completely allowed. And has she left a chance for Rubelin to be able to knock this in?
I like that. Adds a bit of flavour to it, doesn't it? A little bit of spice, Jim. Everyone involved. not sure about that one. Called it a little bit thick, maybe, did she? April will have... she had a match earlier on against Alison Fisher, and that was a real tactical battle. Top of the racks, there was about 5 hooks each.
Yeah, for me, Mark, the women are going to play a key role in this year's team event.
Nicely done. She's got a shot at this 3 ball to the top right, and stunning over behind the 4, and then look at the 5 lane. Nice Jim as well from the 4.
She looks very composed and in control of her nerve.
Oh, that's a good shot. Maybe this is a new addition, that rule. I don't remember it happening last year. Maybe it's to keep all 3 players in the arena, because last year there was, you know, other players were out practicing while their teammates were playing, which looked a bit strange. There was empty seats in the arena. I kind of like that. The teams were mic'd up as well last year, which was a lot of fun. Oh, what a kick that is. Oh, that's so unlucky. Got the double kiss and the scratch. So first real chance then for April Larson to take a point. The Americans playing for big money here, Jim. First prize, 120,000 to the winning team, 40,000 each, 60 to the runners-up.
300,000 total, Mark. Nothing to sneeze at, is it? Tyler and Shane look on. Kind of a helpless feeling. You'd really wish you were out there, but you know, the most supportive you can be is to just try and alleviate the pressure. You know it's there. Just keep them positive, keep them living in the moment, and don't let them dwell on anything negative.
Philippines are the reigning champions. They beat Team GB last year. Jason Shaw, Darren Appleton and Kelly Fisher. Darren and Kelly are still in the team. They're joined though this year by Phil Burford. Now Phil Burford has already taken a couple of scalps in the singles. He's beaten Robbie Capito, and tonight he's beaten Albin Ocean in a shootout. Phil is very, very well known on the circuit in the UK. Finished runner-up actually in the Scottish Open. Runner-up to David Alcady. Lost Hill, so the man can play. And they're in action on one of the outer tables, as are all the other teams. 16 teams in total, and we'll keep you up to date with those scores as they come in. Meanwhile, April in a good position here to take the first point for Team America.
Yeah, super strong performance from April here. Again, under extreme duress.
And it can't be easy being watched so closely by Shane and Tyler. Breathing over your shoulder, played that perfectly. A little bit of a boost there. A round of applause from the teammates. And in it goes.
Yeah, big first rack. Always. A big win and a confidence boosting win for April.
Just run you through the matches available on Kozoom.com. You can go there and register. We've got Team Germany, Pia Filler, Joshua, and of course Moritz Neuhausen, a new addition. They're up against Team Indonesia. Team Japan are up against Team Portugal.
Another look at the graphic, Mark, just to set the scene. Again, the first set, women's singles. And we go to men's singles. And it's a best of 5 sets. If you get to 2-2, well, the shootout rears its head.
And you notice in the mixed doubles, she certainly did do a good job there for Team USA. That scratch from Rubelin made a good escape, didn't she, on the through ball? Got the double kiss, and it pushed the cue ball into the top left-hand corner. Crowds all around. There's an absolutely massive crowd around the Puerto Rico table to our right. That's available on our other YouTube channel, guys, if you'd like to go and watch that. I've just finished the other teams. Chinese Taipei are up against Canada. You've got an interest there, Jim. Team Austria against Team Peru. Team GB up against Team South Korea. And completing the 16, Team Poland against Team New Zealand. All available on Kozoom. This one, Table 2, available on YouTube. Absolutely free. She's all smiles. Race to 4 still, of course. So the first rack on the board. Wondered if the one was going to get kicked in. It didn't. 6 has come to the rescue. It's still winner breaks. Got a nice little fact here for you. The guy walking to the table now, Biardo, him and Rubelin actually have a business together in Manila. They own a shawarma shack. You know the shawarmas in the pita bread with the meat? She owns one of them in a shopping mall in Manila with Paulo Biardo.
Well, she's opted for the push. Each set, a best of 7, race to 4. Has Tyler gotten out of his chair yet?
No. I think they might put some super glue on that one, James.
Gives it back.
And there's 4 teams in each group as well. We'll go through them when we get the time. Everything you need to know is available on the Predator Pro Billiard Series website.
Extension, granted.
Yeah, it's good to have somebody looking after the shot clock as well for you. 30 seconds. Just trying to get up behind that 8 and 2. And I don't know, Jim, how you feel about when you've got somebody breathing over your shoulder telling you what to do. Can it kind of make you play a shot that you don't really fancy playing?
Well, you've got to stay in your comfort zone, and I got to tell you, it's funny you bring that up, Mark. In doubles play, when I played snooker and played in all the doubles, and I mean, my partner and I actually got to the finals of the World Doubles the one year. You know, I never ever even thought to try and tell my partner what to do, nor he me. You have your own way of going about it, and what might be comfortable for you might not be comfortable for me. So I guess they've discussed it, and I mean, April has to be committed to it. If she gets Shane out of his chair to help, you know, he's certainly not going to give you bad advice, but sort of shots that Shane's capable of playing, that April Larson's capable of playing, maybe light years away.
There's always the danger of bum-fuzzling your partner, isn't there? You better explain what that word means, James. We're overusing it slightly, or I am, but I just love the word. You know how much I love my words.
I'll give you a couple new ones, Mark. Yeah, just.
I wonder, was she leaving the 3-5-10, do you think? Is that what she was trying to do, or she just overhit it? Or underhit it?
Yeah, I think she underhit it. I think she was playing it to the side pocket.
Yeah, he's pointing 3 onto the side rail, cue ball over behind the 5-10. Got to be careful here. Can't twitch on it. Smiling out of his chair. Played it well.
Yeah, and it looks like she's taking the easy hit away.
Rublin, he's very, very good though with a short stick. I'm not saying she's going to use it here. It may not be the time to use it. She's got Filipino blood running through those veins though. Built-in sat-nav, haven't they, for tables, getting out of hooks. She's missed it. Wow. Shane out of his chair again.
Yeah, Shane may be...
Well, Tyler's joining them now, look.
Yeah, they know they've got her on a foul. But I think they're still looking at that 5-10.
Yeah.
It can be no other reason, because she would have played an aggressive safety there.
Well, in the match earlier on at noon on this table, her long putting kind of let her down at times. Neither April or Alison played to the best of their ability. First round nerves, maybe. She really got hold of that. And look at this, Jim. That's a mistake for an April. She can't see it. Well, she might have to jump this. If she can't see an edge, she's got to get the jump cue out here.
Yeah.
And called a 10. Watch the scratch, though, in the corner.
Yeah, Shane handed it to her. Looking for almost a full hit on the 5. Well, she avoided the scratch.
Well, chance for Rublin here to get in behind the 7, I think, and she fancies cutting this in.
Carlo is a little quicker than Shane.
Down behind the 7, that was the shot. Looks a little bit nervous at the moment for me, Rublin. It's like a... I thought Shane was going to play it then.
Yeah, Shane's even telling her what pocket to call.
It's like synchronised pool, isn't it? I can't keep track of it. Oh, did she call the 10? Is that what she played?
Well, 5 in the corner, that was all. But again, she keeps getting second prize.
Fascinating format, Jim.
I know one thing, I'd be going at the 10 here. I'd be taking the cue ball up behind the 9 and trying to bank the 5 into the 10. Like that. She could, well, doesn't want to go in off. Look out. That's disaster. That is disaster. Yeah, and it's going to cost her the second rack.
Shouldn't have been anywhere near that corner pocket with that. Needed a bit more right hand spin on it to widen the angle, get up behind that 9.
Yeah, I don't think anybody needs to tell April what to do here.
Well, I think it's good to see. Well, she's not playing it.
I'm shocked. Is an early 10 not a win?
It is in the other format, in the one in the singles. I'm not sure about the doubles. I thought it was.
I mean, she had to shoot the 5-10. It must not be a win mark. So yeah, 10 ball. We've just been informed the rules are slightly different.
Because it's a world championship, of course. It's WPA rules, isn't it? 10 ball last ball. That explains it.
She's still a massive favorite to get out here.
The clue is in the title, Jim, isn't it? WPA Predator World Teams. It is a world title, so it is the WPA rules. Very easy to mix up, though. We've been playing the early 10s, haven't we, earlier on in the singles, men's and women's. And that's Pro Billiard Series rules. So now we're all clear, guys.
It's not going to matter. Just took a little longer to get to the finish line, so I don't have to get the white out. So far, so good. Smooth sailing for April Larson and Team USA. She's out of the mark. 2-0 she leads. The race to 4.
Yeah, we've got no rack scores to bring you, of course. We will have an update for you as the sets are won. She'll be feeling very good. Tyler looks happy. Tyler lost earlier on to Roland Garcia. 2 straight sets in the men's Puerto Rico Open singles on the Dire Light. She's still smiling though.
Yeah, you've got to enjoy it, and that's one of the keys, is keeping your teammates comfortable, settled, enjoying the moment, embracing it. The pressure's there. You don't try and hide it. Your job is to try and alleviate that pressure from your teammate.
Yeah, she's a fun character, isn't she? April Larson.
Now, given that Roland has beaten Tyler in the singles, do you think they would put Roland out when they think Tyler would be going out? Because they'll have set the... They get a chance to set the order, don't they?
Yes, they can choose, and that'll be interesting. Tyler having just lost to Roland. Be interesting to see those two go at it again. Couldn't just go and ask Tyler to remove that rag, could you, from the LED display? Oh, what's she done here? Oof. Is she behind the point?
She can't make it.
Oh dear. She's having a little bit of a nightmare at the moment early on in this match.
And you know what? I'm not so sure she can even hit it.
If she can, just get behind. Oh, that was close. For the 3rd time, finds a pocket.
Yeah, she's suffering right now. Her teammates are suffering with her.
I think it's nice to see Shane being so active, you know, in this. You can't see him at the moment, he's just off screen, right behind April. Just making sure she was okay. Goes back to his seat.
Yeah, just softly draw this back, maybe about a foot, no more. Should leave the 4 nicely into the opposite side.
A little bit short, Jim.
Yeah, it just means she's got to travel with the white. And that applause tells me Puerto Rico won that rack.
Up against Spain on table 2, guys, if you'd like to check that out on YouTube. Billiard TV, or the Pro Billiard Series. She's going close to this side pocket again, look. Wow. It's April's turn this time to give our hearts a flutter.
Yeah, Shane, I mean, again, he's got a long queuing action. It looks like she can just float this in and drop on the 6 to the short pocket, or can she play it with a bit more speed and get around it? Tough to tell the angle. ideally, she'd like to be able to cue at it and take the cue ball off 2 cushions around the 6.
I think that's what Shane was just explaining to her. That was the way to play it. You see there, Jim? Maybe made her play a shot she didn't feel comfortable playing.
Well, I mean, Shane cueing that. I mean, he's got such a long forearm. He can cue at a shot like that a lot easier than April can. But I mean, that's the first real chance for Rubelin for sure. Chance to get that back arm going, and I mean, she was staring a 3-0 deficit right in the face. So this is a huge let-off. And she'll need a nice angle on the 8 from the 7 to the 8 just to drop onto the 9 nicely. She'll probably be looking to play it into the side pocket.
Lovely stroke.
Yeah, she needs something good to happen. Looks like she can just force follow this off 2 cushions. Yeah, and leaving it pretty straight is ideal, really. Just punch it in and hold the cue ball for the 10. Yeah, it wasn't straight. But this is better for Rubelin, no question.
I think she just needed something to go at, you know, to get her arm going. She did have that 1 ball, Jim, earlier on, and she had another shot where she hooked herself. But on the scoreboard now, Team Philippines and Rubelin will be feeling a lot better now.
Yeah, poor Rubelin. Not even one person applauded that rack win. Look at Beato. He's getting ready. He'll be playing. Great player, too.
Yeah, I think I really fell in love with his game here last year. He's the reigning Puerto Rico Open champion, of course. Beat Daniel Maciel in the final from Poland last year. Played some really good stuff. Carlo Beato, US Open champion as well. Beat Aloysius Yap. Now, Aloysius Yap is going like a train at the moment. Not in the team championships this year, but he had a good win against Chang Jun Lin earlier on table 2.
Yeah, he won in everything. He won in Michigan and just won in Virginia.
So let's have a look at the break of Rubelin Army. One in the side, Jim. 2 ball. He's going to be on. Look at this for a break. 6 and 7 close by each other.
Yeah, I got the 2 sitting pretty. Got the 1 and 3 off the break. 4's in the open. 5 middle of the table. This is a promising break.
I mean, this is the key shot, isn't it? Run this round the angles, is she? Referee running round, sprinting round to make sure she's not shirt fouling that 7 ball, called an extension.
Yeah, she's bridging right over, and she's.
Ooh, this is very, very close.
Yeah, she's better not get any lower.
She's overdone it slightly, going away from the 6 ball now.
And 7 at the same end, so she really wants to get closer. and try and take away the angle.
She's played that well, hasn't she? Look.
Well, has she ever?
That's a shot, that is.
Yeah,
Teamwork.
That's brought a bit of a smile even from Roland Garcia. That was a great shot from Rubelin. Q's taller than her.
It's a good reply, Jim, this, isn't it? From Rubelin after the first 2 racks where nothing went right, really. Groans from the other table. Tell me, Puerto Rican just missed the ball.
You know, break and runouts have really been a rare sight this year's Puerto Rican Open singles event. And I mean, Rubelin's about to give us one here. She's 3 shots away and there's nothing standing in her way.
That was like a relay race, wasn't it? Passing on the baton from from Carlo Biardo. Was up out of his chair, like out of the traps.
Long straight 9, test of cueing. Got to stay still.
Yeah, smoothly does it. Beautiful.
Well, she's just erased that 2-0 deficit. The race to 4 is heating up. 2 apiece. And Rubelin will break in rack number 5.
Yeah, and just out of camera, off shot, Carlo Biardo is cleaning her break cue for her. So it really is teamwork all the way. It's getting a little confusing over there, look.
So there's a lot of cues there.
Do you remember a game called Kaplunk? Are you familiar with a game called Kaplunk? Where you pulled the straws out? Reminds me of that.
Yeah, they got playing cue, break cue, jump cue. It's all, you get the full meal deal over there. And April, as Rubelin looks on, April still ruining that miss on the 5 into the side pocket.
Well, it really is a party atmosphere on the party island of Puerto Rico, here in the convention center in San Juan. And now look at the other side of the arena. Tyler, Shane and April. Completely different. Oh, nearly made the one again in the side. It's dry. So April then comes to the table. Shane nervously tapping his left leg. 3 ball, Jim. Do you think that goes anywhere?
Well, that's the problem ball. 1 and 2. They're there for the taking. I don't know if the 3 goes to the bottom left corner. Past the 7, it's close. And one thing, she's going to be able to get right behind it. Shane's coming to have a look. If not, she can stop the cue ball there and play a good aggressive safety.
I want it right there. Well, it's going to be fun to see who plays the Scotch doubles. It can only be the players that haven't played. I think there's your answer, Jim. Put the cue ball there, please.
Yeah, somehow.
I think she might have done that anyway, Jim.
Somehow I don't think she needed any coaching for that shot.
Well, do I?
but the balls are nicely spread now, and that makes this hit vital.
Carlo's turn to offer some advice.
Yeah, she's not that tall though, Carlo.
No, she's not as tall as you. I mean, he's not the tallest in the world, but this is a tough shot, this. What a shot that is. What a shot that is. Okay, she's left it on, mate, but a good hit nonetheless.
Shane right behind her. Yep, corner pocket. Okay, thanks, Captain.
He wants us to stun follow for the 4 into the bottom right as we look. Fascinating battle, this. Nicely done.
She's got some game, April Larson. I haven't seen much of her. I watched her play a little bit the match against Allison that you commentated. And, I mean, she actually won the first set.
Doesn't want to go too well. I don't suppose it matters too much. Just means she's going to have to draw all the way back for the 6 in the side now, Jim, or leave herself a longer, difficult 6.
Well, I don't know how much cue power she has, but she's going to be bridging over the 9 slightly.
That nice,
yeah,
she?
Not bad at all.
A little bit awkward still though.
Well, she was never going to be able to get the cue ball away from the cushion, so that's not too bad.
What kind of angle has she got on this?
Cue ball's going to run into the 7, and it could bump it towards the corner pocket.
Like that. Needs the bridge here though. I don't think she's going to reach this. Shane straight out with the rest for her with the bridge.
Well, one thing about assisting your teammate like that is you buy her a little bit more time.
I wonder if they've actually been practicing at this. You know, whether they've practiced as a team or not. They're taking the rest straight off again. Well, there's been some people who say Shane Van Bonen isn't really a team player. Well, he's totally turned that rumour on its head.
If there's any more of a team player than Shane Van Bonen, he'd be shadowing her.
He'd be playing the shots for her.
Yeah, she ended up pretty straight on that 8, a little bit unlucky, really. Now she's going to have to let the cue out with this shot as well. This is the pressure shot right here. This is the big one.
Key here is keep dead still. Don't lift that head. Deliver the cue through. Just like that. Looks like both players now are in stroke, Jim. They could be in. Close set here.
Very impressive. April Larson, 3-2 in front. A solid performance there. Both Tyler and Shane have to be very impressed with this young lady.
Fist pumps all round. I'm surprised Shane wasn't over getting the balls out as well. Good to see. Camaraderie. And of course, those 2 guys there will be on the Moscone team come December the 6th. Ali Pally, along with Shane Walford, the new Team America player. And with Fedor Gorst as well.
Yeah, Shane looking at her and likely saying that, well, I couldn't have done any better than that. You did everything I could have done. And
I didn't forget about Sky Woodward. I was just kind of going through the new players. Sky Woodward, a seasoned Mosconi Cup player, MVP as well. You know more about the Mosconi Cup than anyone, I think, Jim. You've commentated on most of them.
About 25 years worth. It's a great event, no question. The pinnacle pool, and that's one that everybody marks on their calendar. Alexander Palace this year.
Good break. Shot on the one ball. Can draw across. Yeah, over there. Yeah, try and move. Try and move the 5 and the 9, he's saying here, and then just slide off them to stay on the 2 ball.
Yeah, this is almost like a clinic for her as well. She's getting educated.
Well, I can remember interviewing Kelly Fisher and asking her about the difference between the men's and the women's game. And one of the things she said was, apart from the fact that women think different to guys, that the guys seem to see shots that they don't see. And that could have been a perfect example, Jim, of that right there. Okay, she didn't quite get it, but it was a good attempt, wasn't it? Well, could have gone a lot worse than that. Friendly little bump. Can stun over for the 4 ball.
Shane trying to tell her where to position herself to give her the angle to get after the 5, because that's the problem ball. Yeah, can she reach this one comfortably and get that cue ball off that side cushion and towards the 5-9? That's what he's telling her. That's the draw. She's got to play this with bottom and left hand spin, and the speed will dictate the path that cue ball takes.
Something interesting just happened off camera there. Shane was just asked if he could just stay away from the camera. He's just sort of hanging around this end of the table, wasn't he? And just getting in the way of the cameramen at times. Well, she's made the contact there, and look at that, Jim, for a roll.
Yeah, sometimes you get rewarded just for playing the right shot regardless. And Rublin, knowing she's 3-2 behind, it's a race to 4. She can't afford a mistake because now the 5's open. She's got to hit this. It's calling the corner pocket.
Wants to catch just after.
Yeah, I fully expect her to hit this one.
She's called that pocket just in case.
Oh,
she's got around it.
You know, Mark, I was going to say, is there room for the cue ball to fit between the ball and the cushion? Barely, but Murphy's Law, and you see it so often. Look at this. You can't believe that cue ball can fit through that gap.
If it can, it will. So already on the hill for the first point for Team USA in our first round match of the 16 teams Predator WPA World Team Championships of 2023.
Yeah, Shane wanted to come over and say something, but kind of held himself up. And I think April was expecting him to come over and say something.
Played it nicely. Maybe ran on just a touch too far.
Yeah, she can just slow roll this in. I mean, she knows they're there. And she knows the first set.
Just caught a glimpse of Margaret.
Is that her mercy?
Oh, friendly little bump on the 7. On the 8 rather. must admit, I'm really, really surprised that Shane has been so animated and so involved. Good to see. That's exactly how he said play it.
Yeah, that's perfect. If that's straight in, that is perfect.
You mentioned a clinic, Jim, just now.
Well, you've got one of the best players in the world walking you around the table. I mean, what does he charge an hour? Tremendous performance from April Larson.
I think if they win the 40,000 each first prize for this, his fees are going to go way up.
Yeah, and Team USA off the mark against Team Philippines. April Larson, a 4-2 winner over Rublin Amit. Tremendous performance.
We're going to nip out for a quick break, guys. We're going to be back with the men's singles. That's coming up after a very, very short break. See you soon.
It doesn't matter what the format is, the better player will still win.
This 10 ball to win the title. He is your champion.
New world champion.
Philippines are the world champions.
Why? Last year, how many teams practicing just leaving one person in the arena?
Welcome back. Well, we've just seen the women's singles. Rublin Amit going down 4-2 to America's April Larson. So first point, first blood to Team USA. And next up, we've got the men's singles. And Carlo Biardo will be up against Shane Van Boning. Shane's already played one set, or half a set, with April Larson.
He wore out enough shoe leather for sure. And Shane to break. Again, race to 4. Now, I don't see any of the Team Philippine or Team USA players in the arena anymore. They were there for the women, but they're not there for the men's singles.
Yeah, I think there's something going on where they're going to tell the players they're not allowed to practice while the teammates are playing. I think I just heard the referee speaking about it. So we'll let you know, guys, about that. Trying to get in behind the 6. And for Carlo Biardo, it's a sloppy one. they're very good at that type of shot. How lucky are we, Jim? Top players in the world going at it right in front of our eyes. And you guys on YouTube getting to see it all totally free as well. Hope you're enjoying it at home.
2-7 combination. I was kind of hoping that April Larson would be following Shane around to tell him what to do. I thought that would be quite amusing.
Perfect speed.
Threes in the middle of the table.
South Dakota kid. Now, I think he's called Captain America more these days. The knowledge inside that head.
A little closer to his work than he would have liked.
Yeah, he's the wrong side of it as well, isn't he, to get... I mean, he still can play the 4-10, but the 10 would come up. No early 10s, of course, in WPA rules. We are playing 3 foul. There is a shot clock involved. Might play it to the side, the 4 ball. What a shot that is.
Played a little bottom and right-hand spin to weave the cue ball around 4 and the 10. A little closer to the cushion than he would have liked, but doesn't have to do anything with the white this time. Just float the 4 in.
I wonder what you guys at home think. Would you rather see all the players in the arena taking part in other players' matches? Or would you rather just watch the 2 players go at it and let the others warm up? What's your take on that, Jim?
You know what? I didn't mind seeing the other players in the arena at all.
I think it kind of adds to it. It's a team event. Oh, well. Frame that one.
Yeah, he tried to cheat the pocket. Tried to cheat the pocket and create an angle that wasn't there.
Won't often see Shane Van Bonen miss a ball like that. Where's April when you need her? The Black Tiger ready to pounce. So it's going to be first blood to Philippines. Billiard. Very, very busy 6 days we've got here for you in Puerto Rico. The men's and women's Puerto Rico Opens, which is also this format at singles. This team's event, of course. And there's also the Caribbean State Championships going on, the BCA CSI League Championships. The room split in 2. Huge ballroom here on the top floor of the San Juan Convention Center in the capital, Puerto Rico. But the place is buzzing, isn't it? Referee's happy. Carlo breaking off more or less centrally, so watch out for the 6 and the 8. Heading towards those side pockets. Kill the cue ball in the middle of the table. And both 6 and 8 went very close, Jim. And that's the problem with that break. If you don't make a ball, they're all open. Sean Van Bonen was out of his chair before the balls had stopped rolling. Couldn't wait to get at it.
Everything's there. Just wants to be sure how to attack the 3. There's the 3-8 on offer. He's eyeing that up now. But he wants to play it in a way that the 3 can stay over the side too. And the 8 isn't right over the side. It's just on the right-hand side of that left-hand middle.
Can he play it off the 8, or does he want to move the 8, Jim?
This is a bit tricky. He's got to be careful with this.
You think he might lose the 3 here?
Oh, nicely played. Nicely played. That could have gone wrong.
Just got a glimpse of the 4 there. I don't think it goes past the 10 into this right-hand corner pocket. Just going to have to get... I wonder where he's standing now over that side. Play the 4 into the bottom left. That's why he's gone round the angles. Wants to miss the 9 ball. Judged it to perfection.
Sounds like another Puerto Rico win over there. Yeah, they are really embracing this Billiard Expo.
David Arcadi walked out the arena after it and was having a real giggle to himself. Straightforward 9 and 10 to level the rack scores at least in this second set. The men's singles next after this set will be Scotch doubles, mixed Scotch doubles.
And that deadlocks it at 1 apiece. Yeah, we've got no scoring updates for you yet. And team play all around.
Shane not happy about something. If he wins this title with his team, take his earnings to 115,000 in just 2 events, Jim, in the space of a month. It's not bad money, is it? You won't earn that fishing.
Depends what you're fishing for.
Compliments.
Rack number 3.
Good break. One in the side.
And he's on the 2. It's pretty straight. 2 spinning still. 3 the opposite end of the table.
Yeah, he can play the 3-7, can't he? Just draw back. Oh, he's can run it through. He's got an angle even better. Those forearms you mention often, Jim, working their magic once again. Worked out fine.
Yeah, and he's left himself the angle to get closer to the 4. There's no problems. This is just about cue ball control.
Almost overcut that, Jim.
Yeah, maybe a little straighter or just off angle than he would have preferred.
He spent quite a while on this table today. He played John Moore up in the singles on this very table a little bit earlier on.
Yeah, that was a great match. Went to a shootout. And, I mean, 4-3, Van Boening won in the shootout, but it was so close in so many areas.
Can you hold this? Yes. Nice drag shot. Plays that shot well, doesn't he, Jim?
Yeah, he's got all the weapons at the full arsenal, does Van Boening. And not another pool player alive that still competes at this level that owns as many titles as Van Boening. 2-1, he's in front. I mean, there's so many great young players that have their careers right in front of them. You know, your Josh Fillers, Fedor Gorst, players of that ilk that come to mind. But Van Boening, I mean, what hasn't he done? What hasn't he won?
Tomorrow morning from 10 a.m. we continue with the men's loser side in the Medalla Light Puerto Rico Open. D-Day tomorrow. Lose tomorrow and you're out. And Ralph Souquet are just two of the big names fighting for survival tomorrow morning. Reach Neuhausen will be playing against Jesus Atencio as well. Two big names playing against each other. One of them's got to go. Back to this then, Shane breaking off. No love.
Yeah, no friends this time. And a possibility of a thin snick on the one. If you can see it, it's close. Pietto's body language tells me otherwise.
Where can you push to?
And the 4-9 on the right-hand side, that's the insurance policy.
Maybe push to the top left-hand corner. Leaving him kind of a dead straight in near the rail shot. It's a tough one, Jim.
Yeah, I can't see much merit in this. I really can't. I'm surprised he's shooting.
I think he was a bit spooked by the shot clock on the other table. Turn around quickly to have a look at the shot clock. Doesn't look happy, does he?
Still that 4 comes to Van Boning's aid. 1, 2, 3 don't pose much of a problem.
Creative Carlo, though. I'm sure his mind is working overtime at the moment, working out a way to get on this 3 that will give him the angle to nudge in to that 4-9. This looks pretty natural. Wants it to slow down. Wants it to slow down. Oh, he's gone too far. Could leave the bank, maybe. Does it bank the 4 ball? I think it does. I think he's having a look at it, Jim.
Yeah, you'd have to draw the cue ball back almost into the area he's in now.
That's the plan.
That's the angle. And after play this at speed, he's called the side pocket mark, so he's going to play this at speed because the 5, the wrong end of the table as far as he's concerned, and he's got to miss all the traffic.
Including that 6. Surprising how many times you can go round 2 rails here off the ball you're banking and scratch into the same pocket as the 4's going. Playing it with low right.
Jeez, what a great shot.
Brilliant. Brilliant.
What a great shot. Very knowledgeable crowd here in attendance appreciating that. It wasn't as much the bank as it was getting that cue ball and weaving it between all those colors to get nicely onto the 5.
Yep, and during that replay, he's already got rid of the 5. We're on the 6 now, the green 6. Iron ball just a little bit horrible, Jim.
Yeah, but it's a little bit off the cushion mark, so if you drop right behind it. More than makeable.
Going 2 rails off of the 8 ball. He can draw straight back now, though. Can he? I think he can. Yes. Have to run it off the side rail, actually.
Yeah, if he elects to force follow this, he wants to be almost dead straight on this 9. Drawing is a better option, but he's got to miss the 10. And he's just overhit that.
Ooh, now this is nasty.
Yeah, this is missable. From here, this is really missable.
He's a cross bank. I know he's called the corner.
Wow, this will be some shot.
Wow, how has that not dropped? Just the pace.
Yeah, it was a ways off the cushion. That was a tricky shot. He left himself an awful lot to do there, but Van Boning was out of his chair like a whippet.
It was a 7 to the 8, wasn't it? That was the shot that went wrong, just finished slightly wrong on the 8.
Yeah, Shane's going to content himself with a little distance on this 10. Didn't want to get that side pocket into the equation.
And this will be to get on the hill. Race to 4, remember.
Well, that was very timely applause from the other table, but it didn't throw him off. His focus very strong. 3-1 his lead.
We also have the Women's Puerto Rico Open going on as well at the same time, and that continues tomorrow also at 2:30. Playing the losers side round 1, the women. Brittany Bryant, one of those on the losers side, as is Cheska Centino. Karen Kaur also making a comeback. She's on the losers side.
And this will be his last break. He wants to make it a good one. He's got the 1, 9.
Oh, what's a 2? He's okay.
He's looking good. Got a shot at the 2. And I think the 5 goes by the 8 into the top left corner.
Nice angle.
Yeah, imperative that it leaves an angle on the 4 next, though, to get up table for the 5.
Going for the side. Once again, just nice.
Shane's played 3 matches on this table, and he has yet to taste defeat. And that assuming that he completes the clearance here to beat Carlo Beato.
Can't see anything tripping him up here. Well, he's
7 to the 8 means the cue ball will be traveling.
He's staying off the bottom rail. And now those forearms once again coming into play here. Big stroke. Oh, where's the cue ball? Oh.
Yeah, that was the way that he played that.
Surprised he played it that way, to be honest.
Well, he's got a thin cut on the 8. Tougher than he wanted.
All of a sudden looks very fidgety, doesn't he? He was very kind of having fun during the first set when April was playing. But the man has got so much talent, it's just nothing to him, is it? Great shot. And this will be 2-0 to Team America, and they're looking good against the Philippines. Philippines need the next 3.
Yeah, Van Boning again orchestrating quite a performance here, and 2-0 they lead. There'll be a lot more action still coming your way, folks. If you like team play, don't go far.
It doesn't matter what the format is, the better player will still win.
This 10 ball to win the title. He is your champion.
New world champion. Fighting champion.
Philippines are the world champions.
Welcome back, folks. There's the scene. There's what's yet to come. Mixed doubles next on the agenda. And that means Tyler Steyer and April Larson from Team USA, Rudlin Amit, and Roland Garcia, the two male players from each team that have yet to play. So a 2-0 lead for Team USA. So the very worst they're going to get is a shootout. Team Philippines have to win this mixed doubles, and they have to win the singles, which would be the next set following, and that's the team's pick. So you have to believe that Van Boning will be coming out if it's Team USA, and probably against Beato again.
Going on Shane Van Boning when April Larson played, I don't think April Larson would be a bad bet either. 2 for the price of 1, Jim.
So Roland Garcia at the table.
Up against Tyler Steyer, the American that hasn't played yet. Roland off the back of a good win over Tyler Steyer in the singles just before this match started. Spoke to Tyler after that match, and Tyler said he missed 1 ball in the whole match. He'll be hoping he misses a few more in this one. USA in control, of course. Drag shot that was. Held it nicely. Draw for the 5 ball into the pocket where she's standing.
Well played. Very well played.
That's the left-hand side on that cue ball then to just widen it off the rail.
These are playing at a good speed too.
My favourite game, Jim. Mixed Scotch doubles. I don't think you can beat it. I loved watching Pia and Josh play in Austria last year, and they had microphones on as well, and it really was great listening to them. Ralph Eckhart in the booth with me commentating on that one, and he was doing the translation.
Well, that's
for
what I
me.
was going to say. You needed somebody from Germany to help you with the translation. Well, very important, a vital set. The team Philippines have to win. And that to force a shootout, they got to win this one and the next.
Yeah, and it is a round robin. It's groups actually of 4 teams, and in this team we've got the Philippines, Spain, Puerto Rico, and the USA, of course. Group B is Germany, Japan, Portugal, Indonesia. Group C is Chinese Taipei, Austria, Peru, and Canada. And in Group D is Great Britain, Poland, New Zealand, and South Korea. There's the 4 groups, and the top 2 go through to a quarter-final. We'll mention the prize money once again because it's huge. $120,000 to the winning team, $60,000 to the runners-up, $30,000 for coming 3rd or 4th, $12,000 5th or 8th, $1,500. Not a bad little amount for 9th to 16th. So back with the action. Rubelin Armit to break for Team Philippines, partnered by Roland Garcia and Scotch Doubles. Here we go, looking to make the one in the side. Oh, got kicked away, but this 5-ball got kicked in instead. Now look at this 1-ball, Jim, going towards the side. It's on.
Yeah, it looks like a promising start.
Looks like a wigwam over in that corner with all them cues.
Yeah, both Garcia and Rubelin Armit look like they like to play at a fast pace.
Oh, look at the English he had on that. Loads of right-hand spin. Checked it. Almost stopped it off that back rail. Brilliant shot.
Well, Team USA lost the lag. And so far, that's all they've done wrong. Oh.
There's a quick stroke there.
And that one's going to hurt because the balls were in the open. Rubelin has not brought her best game to the match table, not tonight. She didn't look good against April. And that was a bad miss.
Yeah, snatched at it, didn't she? Tyler, one of the nicest strokes in the game, in my opinion. Very Federal Gorstish. Both went to the same coach, Johan, of course. Rising, very well-known coach. Actually coached America, didn't he? They won Mosconi Cup, and they won it, I believe. Sounds like Puerto Rico have just won another rack, if not a set, over on the other table. That's available on our other YouTube channel, guys, if you'd like to see that. Spain versus Puerto Rico. Why would you want to leave this one, though? If you're Puerto Rican or Spanish, of course you'd want to leave this one.
Interesting how Tyler and April kind of rely on each other. April looking at Tyler, Tyler laying his cue down, and you didn't really see that from Rubelin and Roland.
Carlo Biardo and Shane Van Boning are out to my left on the practice table. Keeping the arm going. Insatiable Shane. Can't get enough of it, can he? draw off this to just get the cue ball. Oh, it's okay where it is. Just draw it back a little bit.
Yeah, there was always going to be a little angle just to get a little closer to the 10, get the cue ball away from that side cushion. Rock solid though. April Larson and Tyler Steyer level it up, 1-1.
I'd love your opinion on something, Jim. I mean, I'm sure you were commentating the year that women played in the Mosconi Cup. I'd kind of like to see that again, wouldn't you?
Yeah, I mean, I got to be honest with you. You know, back in the days when Jeanette Lee and Vivian Villarreal, Alison Fisher played, Francesca Stark from Germany. Yeah, it was different. It was a different time for sure. They needed. Yeah, I mean, there were a lot of snooker players that played. I mean, Jimmy White, Alex Higgins played, Davis played.
Ronnie O'Sullivan, I remember, played in one as well.
You know, they needed the named players in Q Sports to get the crowds out. They don't need that anymore.
Tony Drago.
Oh, yeah, good buddy of mine, Tony Drago.
The Cypriot. Was it? No, Maltese, I'm sorry. Maltese, wasn't he?
Yeah, he's from Malta.
Yeah.
Valletta. And probably the best pool-playing snooker player that's ever been. Won the World Pool Masters one year, the most successful one. And when I say snooker player, I mean ranked, highly ranked snooker player. Tony was in the top 32, top 20, I'm sure.
Oh, absolutely.
I mean, Chris Melling is another great snooker player that turned to a pool player, and I mean,
he's done pretty well, hasn't he?
Yeah, hugely successful in pool as well, but he never got to the ranking that Drago did in the snooker world.
He's playing a lot of Chinese 8-ball now as well, kind of a hybrid of American 8-ball and snooker. I think it's a fair way to describe it. 9-foot snooker table, basically, isn't it? With pool balls. Push out.
Long and just off straight. And again, no positional value in making the 1. You can't get on the 2. Not unless you smash it in and try and get the cue ball back up towards the middle of the table. And I don't think Tyler really wants April taking that shot on.
Well, there's a Filipino I just spotted in the audience. That's Lucy, who works for CSI. She does all the league management system and stuff, works tirelessly. There she is, sat at the back with her husband from Las Vegas. She's here running the league tournaments. If you're a league player around the world, Jim, you will have spoken to that lady if you're part of the CSI leagues or USA Pool League. You all know Lucy. Does a great job for CSI.
Well, the push out worked. So the Philippines have bought themselves an opportunity. Just got to miss that 4 ball. Just caught the bottom end of it. Tried to check the cue ball off that cushion to stay below the 4. Would have made this 2 a lot easier. Still makeable.
Rowland plays all the disciplines of pool. Very, very good one-pocket player. Good banking player as well. Oh, needs this to run. Oh, it hasn't.
He's lost it.
Jump cue will definitely come out here. She's not a bad jumper, Rubelin. Jumps with the air rush. Taking aim over the top, raises the body and the butt, and fires it in. Now then needs a bit of luck here, as they might need a jump cue again. Oh, the look on Roland's face. Yeah, he's straight away. Shall I jump it? Shall I swerve it? Shall I kick it?
Reminds me a little bit of Efren. Just the way that his mannerisms. Looking at the table, he's got that wry smile.
It's called the corner. This is on. Tyler Steyer eyeing up this 4-ball. Checking the angle.
Yeah, you got the right guy at the table. This is a tricky shot.
Yeah, I'm wondering if he's got the nerve, Jim. Can he play it and roll off the side of the 6 and leave the 5 in the side?
He's got long distance, Mark, and he's going to want to play this in a manner that he's comfortable and confident getting the 4. That means a little bit of speed.
If he draws off this,
he's going to be contacting the 6, just controlling it.
he did play it like that, and as you said, Jim, it was the harder shot to play, wasn't it? Over distance, not so much pace in it. There was a chance you can decelerate on it as well. Rublin is actually a qualified accountant. Her dad wanted her to be a lawyer. And then she found Paul. Made the right decision, but she's a very shrewd businesswoman as well, as I mentioned earlier. Got a couple of businesses. I'm sure she's done the numbers.
She'd like to add about 40,000 to her account. They were thinking when they put the prize money together, they made sure it was divisible by 3. And great chance here for the Philippines to go 2-1 in front in a set they have to win.
Do you mind if I go and watch that other game for a few minutes, Jim? Sounds very exciting over there.
Yeah, we keep looking for scoring updates. There's nothing, Mark, is there?
No, there's nothing coming through, guys, at the moment. If you do want to follow any of the other matches, you can do so on Kozoom.com. They are available. Go there. You have to register. And I think for a small fee, you can choose your tables throughout the week. Not just this going on. We have the singles, the men's and women's singles as well. They continue tomorrow from 10 a.m, as I already said.
You know what's going to happen? All the crowd here is looking over there, and they're hearing the noise, and they're going to say, well, let's go see what's happening over there.
Yeah, well, I'm just going to... I'll see you later as well, Jim. You're on your own. Looking up at the roof of this convention centre here in San Juan. I don't think the roof will come off, no matter how noisy it is. It's A lovely steel structure, isn't it? Reminds me of Stansted Airport in a way. Crunching break.
No friends at the table, but no shot on the one either. Even Tyler Steyer, he looks over, he wants to know what's going on. If you are just joining us, that is Puerto Rico playing on the other table. And they brought the fans. Yeah, the push out, the only option.
Might be getting this one back, Jim, I think. I mean, even if the thin edge is available, what are you going to do with it? Yeah.
Well, let's see what he had in mind.
Not sure about that push out. It'll be interesting to see, as you just said, what his plan was if he did get it back. We'll show us Tyler. I thought he was going to kick it for 1 second. Yeah, not sure about that push out, to be honest, Jim. He's going to get it back. Wise decision from the Team Philippines. There she is, lovely Lucy.
Five's a problem up near the top left.
I wonder if he got over to the rail, Jim, on the left-hand side of the table. He could play the combo there. May even draw into it now and leave yourself on the 4. Is that too risky?
Yeah, it comes with risk, no question about it, but that's an option. The 4 goes by the 8. Not from here.
Oh dear, she's misjudged that. I'm a little surprised, Jim, they didn't push the boat out a little bit there, try and break them out. It's kind of a two-way as well. If you missed the cannon on the 5, he's always going to be on the 4.
Yeah, that was pretty risky, the way that Rublin played that.
Maybe jump over the ball off the rail.
Yeah, exactly the plan. So he'll have to jack up. He's got to jack up anyway to get up over the 8, but
I know he's playing with English. What a shot this is. What a shot that was.
Well, I'll mark that one down. That's one of the best shots I've seen for a while.
And now
he had to play with loads of English.
Brilliant
Hold the
shot.
pocket.
Oh. Now can she draw off the 5 onto the 9? Looking, no, going to play the safety in behind the 9 here. Oh, Rublin. Oh, I just want a little bit of right-hand spin on that to get it past the 9. Tyler taking the captain's role. Shane stood just in front of us, just out of camera shot. So he's keeping an eye on things, don't worry about that. quite get hold of it.
Calling the side, so he's going to bank it.
Close. Not close enough. Maybe a little bit of side to side here, or would he thin off it, Jim, and try and get that cue ball up behind the 9? That's what he's looking at. Look. Thin off the right-hand side of the 6 as we look. Swing the cue ball around 2 rails. 6 over by the 7 maybe as well. Needs it to run, needs it to run. Has it run? Yes, I think it has.
Yeah, that's a great shot. And again, brought the 7 into play. Was using it for a bit of cover.
Jump stick comes to the table. Tyler on hand with the player, just in case she changes her mind. We're right behind this. Well, good contact, but it's on into the side pocket. Once again, though, slightly awkward cueing. The nickname's Binky. Binkai, I think it is actually. Rubelin Binkai Armit.
Long 7 here for Roland.
Just going to ask you, has Roland got a nickname, do you know? Can't think of one. Big shot here.
Yeah, he contented himself with distance. Smart choice. Now they're 2-1 ahead. Rubelin just wants to knock this 8 in. Cue ball will come back towards the middle of the table.
He's drawing. Oh, he's gone. Oh, that was weird. Jim aimed low and went high.
Sighted, probably sighting low. And the 10 for a 3-1 advantage.
Yeah, it's left you awkward.
Gets it. 3-1. Team Philippines looking strong in a set they need. Just a quick reminder of what's to come. We're in the middle stages, mixed doubles right now. And if the Philippines can extend this, it'll be a singles. And very likely you'll see Van Boning versus Carlo Beato again. And if the Philippines can extend it to the shootout, well, that's when it gets real exciting.
Yeah, every player becomes involved in that. They can choose the order, and then they have to stick to it.
Yeah, in rotation, that's right. You don't think that'll create a little excitement?
Roland looks happy. Look, little smile. He got a cheeky little smile, hasn't he, Roland? First commentated on him in Bangkok when he was playing the qualifiers for Chinese 8-ball. The winner won all the expenses paid trip to the China Open, the 8-ball, the Joy 8-ball it was, in the shopping mall there in Bangkok, and he won it. Beat Stuart Petman in the final. There's a name from the past, Jim, that you'll be familiar with. A snooker player, reached number 32 in the world back in the 94, I think it was, maybe. Still plays a great game, Stuart Petman. One of the owners of Hustlers in Bangkok.
Tyler and April, they've got to try and make inroads into this deficit now. He's got a shot at the 1, 2's over the corner pocket. He doesn't want to lock anything up. He knows the cue ball is going to be running into the 3. So maybe get it out into the open. But in so doing, he's going to make sure he doesn't leave that cue ball glued behind any obstructing ball.
Could use a little bit of pace here, Jim, to bounce off the 3 ball. Bounce it onto the round and back off again. Oh, just took his eye off the pot there. Concentrating on what he was doing with a cue ball, and how many times do we see that? No matter how top class player you are, occasionally the eye just drifts away from the contact point on the object ball. The cue goes with it.
What an opportunity, though, given to the Philippines.
I've noticed all the players are right-handed in both of these teams, which makes a big difference as well, especially when you're playing doubles. You mentioned earlier on, Jim, that you used to play with Dean O'Kane, wasn't it? Your doubles partner in snooker, and he was he a righty and you're a lefty, right?
Yeah, all my partners were right-handed. I played with Kirk Stevens and Brady Gollin. But Dean, yep, there was a player here from New Zealand, Cash
Chowdhury.
And I asked him if he knew who Dean was. He said he'd heard of him. Well, Dean's been retired from professional snooker for a good number of years as well. So I know he's in real estate in New Zealand, but he was a very good snooker player. Got in the top 16 world rankings.
Oh, he's overcut this, is he? Oh, he's okay. Got very close to that side pocket, Jim. Just gone slightly awry, a bit more work to do now.
Yeah, he's very creative though, Garcia. And he has no problem leaving that center of the cue as well. Straightens that up, the long 8. And Team Philippines are going to extend this one to another set.
You'll know the answer to this better than me, Jim. Has Roland Garcia ever played with Carlo Biardo in the World Cup of Pool in the doubles? Never, no. I think they'd make a great team.
And another set for sure. 4-1. The Philippines take that one. The mixed doubles, they owned it. And we will be back with more team action.
It doesn't matter what the format is, the better player will still win.
This 10 ball to win the title. He is your champion.
New world champion. Watching champion.
are the world champions.
Welcome back to the Convention Center here in San Juan. It's team action. There's the graphic for the event format. Well, the women's singles has been completed. April Larson beating Rublin Amit. Men's singles, Van Boning took out Beato. Then the Philippines came back. Mixed doubles, Rublin Amit and her partner Roland Garcia beating Tyler Steyer and April Larson. That makes it 2-1. So we're down to singles. Teams pick, and no shock at all. Van Boning back out for Team USA and Beato. So it's a rematch of the singles from the second set. That was a 4-1 win for Van Boning. So all that the Philippines can do is to try and force a shootout. If it goes 2-2, then you go into the shootout phase, and they do that in rotation. So that is pressure personified. And Van Boning has the break. So he'll look to try and put his stamp on this one right away. Ooh, that's not the order of the day. Ball in hand to Carlo Beato. Yikes.
Yeah, nice easy 1 and 2. 2 goes into the side past the 4. Three by the side pocket as well. Nice little series of stuns here, Jim. Stop the ball. Stop the ball.
Quick look. He won't have to go too far with the cue ball here. Leave an angle on the 4 to get down for the 5.
Overdone that slightly, I think.
Yeah, a little surprised he played it that way. Looked like he could have almost stopped the cue ball dead. But again, tough to see the angle exactly the way the players see it.
Oh, look at this. Lovely cueing. Glorious shot.
Yeah, that mistake from Van Boning on the break, just overcooking it. It's going to be costly. What a fight back from Team Philippines.
Yeah, this to take it to a shootout. I'm not sure if you remember Carlo Beato, the way he shoots the shootout shot. He hammers them in. Really does hit them hard.
Team USA in their chairs. The Philippines providing a fight back. And they secure the first rack. And this the fourth set. And a set they have to win to get to the shootout stage. Beato stretching it out.
Talking earlier, Jim, about the earnings of that man. He's definitely one of the highest paid pool players, and he's won a lot of money as well. Very shrewd businessman, into a lot of property also back home in the States. If he wins this as well, I think I might go and tap him up for a few dollars.
Well, Van Boning's scratch on the break cost him the first rack. He's hoping that's all.
Oh, there's one the same.
Exactly.
Well, you called it. There's Margaret Fefalova in the background. She's still going in the ladies singles. Fefalova star, I should have said, of course.
Amazing how Beato repaid the favor on the foul. You know, all the balls in the open. Beato went through them easy. I expect Shane to do the same.
Yeah, who knows, we might see Margaret representing the USA in the coming months or years.
Nice control. Again, never looking in any danger.
He just pulled a little face there when he thought he went a little bit too far on that 7. Used the route, playing this into the side now. No dramas.
And 1-1. Van Boning repays the favor.
And if Shane can go on and take this set, the Philippines will be top of the group. 4 groups of 4 teams. Top 2 finishing teams will go through to the last 8.
Well, Shane will ensure to keep the cue ball on the table this time. At least try to.
Looking around thinking, where's my teammates gone? There was 3 of us. Left me all alone. There's the manager of Roland Garcia and a lot of the Filipinos on the right-hand side there, you can see.
I can tell you exactly where they are. They're on one of the outside tables practicing the shootout shot. Surprise, surprise. Because if Beato can overcome Shane here, it's exactly what we're going to be getting.
Yeah, wise move. Nine ball, no. Four railer, yes. In he goes. Off and running. One ball as well.
Yeah,
Three.
It's not bad. He kind of grimaced as he went to get his playing cue. But he got a shot at the 3. The 4's near the corner pocket. He can play this to the bottom right or bottom left, his choice. Anything that gets the cue ball back to the
He's
middle.
overcut this, Jim.
Yeah, maybe he knew why he was grimacing. I didn't.
Maybe he's worried about colliding into the... Oh, hello, Carlo. What's he doing there? Little dance. I think he dropped his chalk. Didn't play that very well. Needs this to run on. Well, he got a little edge of the 4, but the potting angle, no. The angle that he has got doesn't really do him any favours, because as you get the white ball safe.
Called for the extension. This is tricky. I mean, he's just come to the table following a Van Boning miss, so he really wanted to capitalize.
It's just well, this is, yeah, a little shake of the head there, a little sigh. You'd love that 4 to have stopped a little bit sooner. He's looking now at... Is he looking at cutting it back? Or is he looking at the scratch in the side?
It's a very thin snick into that side pocket.
One of my favourite words, snick. Real party atmosphere over on table 2. Really is. I might go and watch that game later on, Jim, in bed. Well, that's what he was looking at, was the scratch on. What a good shot he's played there, Jim.
Yeah, fantastic shot.
Brilliant. Couldn't afford to hit that too thick.
Didn't even look like that shot was available where the 4 was. Again, now it's Shane's turn. Beato with the mistake. Shane's going to do his utmost to burn it into his memory banks.
Thumps that in. Created an angle to get towards the 7 ball. And Roland out practicing that 10 ball spot shot. I'm not sure they're going to need it if Shane carries on in this form. Playing really well, isn't he? But things can change round. That scratch he had on the break before, which let Carlo back in. Carlo then did the same.
for a 2-1 lead. Oh.
Wow, can you believe that? Oh, did he get a skid?
Wow.
Cannot believe what I just saw. Jim played some fabulous shots in that rack.
I'm in shock. That 10. Utter disbelief. The crowd stunned. I mean, that might be one of the easiest shots that you're going to see Shane miss.
I don't know what that was about. The referee just went over and there's Mrs. Steyer, Mrs. Margaret Steyer. I wonder, will she get into the team one day? She's certainly good enough. And next to her, Jennifer Abbott, who's been hard at work in the jam-up booth just outside the venue. Oh, look, I'm on telly. Give us a wave. Come on, give us a wave, ladies. Come on, give us a wave. Yeah, jam-up, who make jerseys, all kinds of apparel for a lot of the top players and also for Predator. I've actually got one on myself, Jim. This new material, it's lovely. Feel how soft that is. Can I have a feel?
I'll take your word for it.
Oh, Shane. Oh, look, there he is, look, in his jam-up shirt. They've made all the team shirts, or most of the team shirts here. Shane reliving, I'm sure, that 10 ball that he missed. So, Philippines to break off Carlo Biardo to get onto the hill. They want to force a shootout. What a break that was. And look, all the balls opening. Like Moses through the Red Sea.
Got the angle here on the 1. He's showing you with his cue where he'd like to get that white 2, attack the 2 to the side pocket.
Just a lot of left-hand spin on this to swing it round off 2 rails. There you see, look, extreme left on that cue ball to widen the angle, and this looks pretty good to me, Jim. It looks perfect. Might just play a little draw into the 8 ball here. Looks so relaxed, Carlo. Remember that great US Open final, I think it was 2021, was it? Against Aloysius Yap.
Now, looking very much like 3-1 to the Philippines, so I'll let practice on the outside table for that spot shot. Maybe they knew something that we didn't.
Yeah, Tyler and April and Roland and Rubelin are at it out there on the practice table. The spot shot could be needed, Jim, as you just said. It's looking likely, isn't it? 3-1 now, breaking. And if he can break the same as he did that last rack, could be all over very, very quickly.
Yeah, but I doubt. there's anything in a lot of these people's mind that isn't in ours, that 10 that Van Boning missed. Still shaking my head. Yeah, he'll probably remember that one for the rest of his life.
If they lose this, he will. I wonder what he's thinking. I'd love to be out on the ice right now, drilling a hole, dropping my line in and pulling up a nice fish.
Beato winding it up.
Oh, 7 very close, 5 close as well. But that's all it was. Close, nothing down. Now then, is there a 1-2 combo on? Or does it go past the 2 off of the rail maybe? Going for it, Jim. Great shot. Needs an angle though.
Doesn't have much. But he doesn't have to go far. The 3 is right there.
We've just been told all the boys just walked past, and Mighty Reparo, Spain are 2-1 up in their match. Having fun over there, Jim, aren't they? It's a strong team as well. Sanchez Ruiz, David Al-Qaedi, 2 fifths of the Moscone European Cup side. Two of them involved in this match as well. That man at the table, the man on the practice table, Tyler Steyer. Come December 6th, Ali Pali will be rocking. Nicely judged. Just missing the 7 ball there, the cue ball.
Yeah, I tried to thump that in and get the cue ball as far from that side cushion as possible. Force follow this. That's not too bad. It's got a little bit of an angle.
Yeah, looking good here for 3-2. So 1 hill game, 1 set point, shall we say, saved. Bounce off the side rail for the 10 into this right hand corner. It's going to be 3-2. Mr. White.
Yeah, with Shane breaking. Made sure of the 10 that time, didn't he? 3-2 it is. And one thing about it, you know, when you see somebody like Van Boning missing a 10 like he did a rack ago, all those amateurs at home watching, they can take heart. Even the best miss. Now, what did he learn from it, and how can he stay positive? That's what you learn. That's what you learn from these upper echelon of players. Is how they deal with adversity.
Yeah, right. Shane Van Boning off at your peril. That man stood before you, maybe 40 years old. Still titles in him, I'm sure. He proved that a couple of weeks back in Austria, winning the 8-ball title unbelievably for the first time. And it really was great to see how happy he was, Jim. He called it his favourite game.
Again, just a reminder of the situation, the sets. We're in the singles, set number 4 right now, 2-1 currently for Team USA. Philippines looking to extend it to the shootout, and as you can see, each player shoots in rotation in the shootout.
Yeah, there was an asterisk next to that at the bottom, if needed, and we still don't know if it is going to be needed. If Shane can win the next 2 racks, it won't be. If it does go to that 5th set, those players out on the table practicing that spot shot, one of them could be a hero.
Well, he's going to jump. He's going to jump at this one.
I believe they call that the propel, and he's trying to propel the cue ball over the 2 and the 5. Makes it. Oh, look at this for a shot. And he's got a nice angle on this, I think, Jim, to get somewhere near to that 3 ball.
Yeah, this worked out pretty well. I mean, a very friendly touch on that 10, and it's close. It's pretty straight. I don't know where the 3 is available.
Yeah, I thought he had some kind of angle on this 2. Maybe he hasn't.
But what he needs to do is he needs to weigh up a good attacking safety from where the 3 is, because it doesn't look like it's makeable anywhere.
Doesn't really have to make the 2 if he doesn't want to. Could play the safe off the 2. He's going to play the combo, is he, on the 9?
I think he may play the 3 into the 9, hold the cue ball behind the 6.
Good call, Jim. Have you played this game before? Do you ever pick up a cue anymore, Jim? No?
The only thing that is remotely reminiscent of a cue for me is a snow shovel. I'll be picking that up real soon. Get back to Toronto mid-November. Get ready for the white stuff.
Yeah, I've been there during that time, as you well know. Spent some very good times at Cornerbank in Toronto. Slipped on the ice outside a few times as well. Lovely part of the world.
I highly recommend a summer visit. This is long and straight, so power from Van Boning.
Wow, look at that for a draw. So much cue power. Brilliant.
And one person applauding.
They're always great to see those shots, aren't they? Really, really sexy shots in my eyes. I love them. Real crowd pleasers. This is often the case. It's the shot that follows a great shot like that that's the difficult one, and he dealt with it with great aplomb.
Yeah, and I don't know if he's got the angle here to be able to draw the cue ball down on the left-hand side, play the 6 bottom right. It looks like it.
Well, why not?
It was too steep. And
oh, he's gone too far, Jim.
Yeah, he's traveled too far. It was just a little too steep, the angle, to play the shot I suggested. Tell you what, this would have been, even had he landed on the 6, it would have been a tricky call to try and get from the 6 to the 8.
I think he's looking at the bank here, is he? He was. Wow, he's left it.
Yeah, he's left it for Beato. And I'll tell you what, all those players practicing those shootout shots, get ready.
Yeah, they're watching the game as well. There's a huge screen right next to where they're practicing, and they're keeping their eye on it, trust me. Ferociously putting those 10s now off the spots. Three shots away from a 5th set. And the shootouts are thrilling when it's just the singles, but mixing a couple more players into it and the pressure of playing for a team, they really are something. And they've fought back really well here, Jim, haven't they? 2 sets down they were.
Yeah, and it's all going to come to the shootout.
They are the world title holders of this event, and in it goes. We will be going to a shootout, guys. We are going to nip out. Well, we're not going to nip out. We're going to stay with the action.
Yes, and all the teammates have all made their way back to the main stage.
Well, for those of you not familiar with the shootout, we're going to run through the format with you. So they will choose who's going to go first out of the teams. The team that won the lag will have the choice of whether they want to go first or second, and they will give the referees the order, and there's the graphic. 4 innings, so each player will take it in turns to play a shot from the same side. Then we switch to the other side. 4 innings for both teams. If we don't have a winner at that stage, we will go to sudden death. And the 10, as you can see, is not racked on the spot. It's actually where it goes in the rack when it's racked for the 10 ball. And the green areas there show you where the ball must be placed. And if we do go to the sudden death, that area shrinks back by 1 diamond and becomes even more difficult.
So if I'm reading this correctly, Mark, I feel like if there's 4 innings, you're going to see Beato twice, and you'll see Van Boning twice.
Yes. You see the 10 ball is placed with the white side up, so you've just got a blue sphere that you're aiming at.
Certainly the Philippines have gotten here on a much more positive note when USA led 2-0 in sets.
Again, I mentioned Carlo Biardo crashes them in, and he's playing them exactly the same way, right in the heart of the pocket. And now the crowd on the other, watching the other table, have got a dilemma. Do they stick with that one, or do they come and watch the shootout?
Yeah, a few more have made their way here to this table, haven't they?
They have, yes.
Peeking around the corners, and why not?
Need some, fit some swivel chairs in the bleachers, Jim.
And again, remember, it's a round-robin format. There's 4 teams in each group. So there'll be 3 matches for each of them. This is just the first. This is day 1 of team play.
It will be Roland Garcia next to the table for the Philippines. And then Tyler Steyer. 1-1. There's Kristina Zlateva in the background. Great left-hander from Bulgaria. Very much involved in the singles. She beat Brittany Bryant today.
Well, so far so good. Both men from Team Philippines successful. Tyler has to match.
The Filipino manager again. He'll be on 10%, Jim, I'm sure. Straight shoot up, Tyler Steyer, nice and smooth. He did have a scratch though in the side last year, going a little bit close there. He did scratch in that pocket, playing the shot exactly. Oh, look, there's somebody peeking in the corner. Hello. Lupin's very relaxed, isn't she?
Well, she can put the pressure on April Larson. It's a big moment for her. She hasn't been at her best, but that counts for nothing now.
I've said it many times, Jim, throughout this match, but I absolutely love this format. It's a real winner. That one isn't. And she tried to play it the same, lots of speed. If they go in, they look great. If they don't, they look a little bit ugly, don't they? Those 10s.
This is a big moment too now, isn't it, for April Larson? Big chance. You know that Van Boning is next, so she's got to feel like this is the winning 10 ball. And she's more comfortable cueing from the side rail.
She's misses in the same fashion.
Yeah, good on Tyler, though. Still giving her the fist pump. Keep her positive.
Yeah, I like to see that. Blowing on the hands. Everyone getting any view they can. Sticks with a firm shot.
Whoa. The pressure of the moment. And a chance for Van Boning, and look at Tyler Steyer smiling. Van Boning can't wait to get to the table.
All I'm hoping is there's not a huge roar from the other table just as he's on his backswing. It could be disastrous.
He's got the hearing aid turned off, Mark.
I hope he has.
This for the win. I haven't seen him miss one yet.
Neither have I. In it goes. Shouts of come on from Tyler Steyer. They took a 2-0 lead. Philippines came back, showed a lot of heart as defending champions. They're not out of it yet. It is, of course, round robin. Teams, 4 teams in each group. We're back tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. with the men's singles in the Puerto Rico Medalla Light Open. Thank you so much, Jim White, for joining me, and we'll be back in the morning. Thanks for watching, guys. See you tomorrow.
It doesn't matter what the format is, the better player will still win.
This 10 ball to win the title. He is your champion.
New world champion. Fighting champion. Kelly Fisher! Yeah! Demetrius from Hong
Philippines are the world champions.